And we're back here in Alma, Arkansas, Dyer Arena, with the freshman Lady Bulldogs set to take on the Lady Airedales here in Crawford County.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Charles B. Dyer Airedale Arena on the campus of Alma High School for tonight's junior high girls contest between the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs and your Alma Lady Airedales. We would like to begin by introducing the starting lineups for each team. First, the Grizzlies from Greenwood. Number 4, Keely Dolan. Number 5, Brooklyn Woolsley. Number 11, Izzy Smith. Number 21, Mackenzie Thomas. And number 24, Carly Sexton. The Lady Bulldogs are coached by head coach Amy Hardy and assistant coach London Lindsay. And now the starting lineup for your Lady Airedales. Number 1, Kiara Owens. Number 3, McKinley McCarty. Number 10, Kylie Poole. Number 20, Madeline Armstrong. And number 33, Jordan Gramlett. The Lady Airedales are coached by head coach Angela Rushing and assistant coach Amy Smothers.
And there's the starting lineup for both squads. Eighth grade action went off pretty good, I thought. Pair of wins for the boys and girls of junior high. And here comes freshman lady action from right here in Alma, Arkansas. Mackenzie Thomas to do the honors for the tip-off for the Lady Bulldogs. And that's Jordan Gramlich for Alma. Greenwood with possession. That is Izzy Smith. Over now to out of bounds. Good game, fella. Scott Holland checking into the booth. Way ahead to number 1. That is Kiara Owens. That's going to be out of bounds on Greenwood. Deep three-pointer. Won't go. That's number 3, McKinley McCart. Number 10 now. Poole. Stripped away. Sexton up ahead to Woolsey. She goes up for 2. It's good. Greenwood hits pay dirt first here in Alma. Now McCart into Gramlich, and she gets stripped, and they're going to charge Izzy with the foul, I think. Okay. Good job. I need hours. I need hours. If you don't mind getting me a water, that'd be great. Oh. I got you. Our roster has ran away. There's Woolsey. Oh, and it gets stuck in the glass and the rim, and that's going to be a turnover. This should be good. And it comes free. Here we go. All right. McCart to inbound it to... Yeah, sure enough. Double dribble. That's number 33. That's Gramlich. Greenwood with the ball. Woolsey. I'm going to say Mackenzie Thomas did something. I'm not sure. I missed it. So, skip pass across the court over there to Gramlich. She's harassed. Nowhere to go. Knocks it off the foot of the Lady Bulldog. Over in the corner, 3, too far. Sexton with the board. Kicked it ahead to Woolsey. She's in the corner, kicks it out to Sexton for 3. Won't go. Thomas with the board, puts it up, and it won't go. Cleared out by Alma. That one's good by Armstrong. And we've got ourselves a shootout here in Alma. There's our scoreboard. I didn't put it up. Stripped away by Owens. She sets it up in the half court. Foul going to be against Woolsey. Yep, Greenwood is winning the foul contest. Very funny, I know. There's Owens. Kicks it out to Poole. Now to Gramlich. She took a couple of steps. Rebound by Sexton. Gets it across the timeline and over to Woolsey. Wants to send it. She's fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot 3. First one won't go for Brooklyn. She's got 2 more on the way. Second one no good. Uncharacteristic of Brooklyn Woolsey. See if we can get this third one to hit. Yeah. It's always good to make points when the clock's not running. Now the Lady Airedales. There's Poole. Drives, puts it up, won't go. Thomas with the board. She's fouled, no call. Now Sexton. She drives the paint. She's fouled by Owens. Alma shows signs of life in the foul category. There's Woolsey. Bounce pass to Sexton. She drives in. Soft corner. Kicks it back out to Woolsey. Into Thomas. Turned around. She goes up. She's fouled by Armstrong. Thomas at the line to shoot 2. First one won't go. Second one in and out won't go. Armstrong comes down with it and clears it out to Owens. Stripped away. Sexton ahead to Smith. Sexton goes up for 2. Give the assist to Izzy. Poole is fouled. Owens not paying attention, and Owens fouls Woolsey. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Our scoreboard is a little off, but that's okay. We'll get that straightened up in just a second. Woolsey's first one. You betcha. In for the Lady Airedales is Shook, number 13. Woolsey's second on its way. There it is. She gets them both. Greenwood pulls ahead by 3. Here's Poole with it, now to Gramlich. Up ahead to Armstrong. She's harassed by Sexton. Picks up her dribble, throws it off of Carly's shin. It goes out of bounds. Madeline Armstrong to trigger for the Lady Airedales. Into Gramlich. She walked. See if they call it. Yep. Sure enough, turnover. And here comes Izzy Smith. Up ahead to Woolsey. In the corner. Finds Mackenzie Thomas. Now Dolan. Underneath to Sexton. Thought about going up. Ran into trouble. Woolsey for 3. Splash! Brooklyn Woolsey with the 3-point bucket. McCart. Now Gramlich. Sexton and Smith with heavy pressure. Course of it altered. Now Gramlich throws it away. Woolsey with it. Brooklyn comes across the timeline. Sets up in the half court. Over to Sexton. Carly now with her dribble. Into the corner to Brooklyn Woolsey. Splash! 3 more points for Brooklyn Woolsey. And she lights up the sky with another 3-pointer. Full court press now by the freshman Bulldogs. There's Keely Dolan. She strips it away. Bounce pass to Smith. Pump fake. Goes up. Won't go. Sexton with the board. Dribbles around. Puts up a nice little jumper. 2 more points for the freshman Lady Bulldogs. Gramlich at half court now for the Airedales. She goes up. Little reverse hand layup is good. Smith now. She wants to drive. Over to Woolsey. Now to Dolan for 3. Won't go. Board by Sexton. And that's going to do it for the first period here in Alma, Arkansas for the freshman Lady Bulldogs. Pulled ahead now 15-6. Ronald Reagan Realty, sponsor for this part of the action. Starting to be a real broadcaster with rosters and everything. Yeah. I mean, it makes it a little bit more difficult. I need a third and maybe even a fourth arm. There's 2 arms right over here texting that's running her own camera. I won't tell. There's a break in the action. I think it'll be all right. We come into the second with your freshman Lady Bulldogs on top by 9. It's going to be Greenwood ball to start the second. Checking in is number 22. That's Pate Jones. She comes in to Izzy Smith. Izzy, pump fake 3, drives the lane now, goes up, won't go. Sexton with the rebound. It's blocked out of there and goes out of bounds. They're going to say that she was the last one to touch it. little more home cooking here in Crawford County. There's Armstrong. She gets it knocked out of bounds, and that's going to stay with Alma. McCart will trigger for Alma. She kicks it way out beyond the arc. That's Armstrong. Now Poole. Poole wants to drive. She goes up for two. In and out won't go. Mackenzie Thomas with the rebound. Clears it out to Smith. Skip pass over to Jones. Now they're going to say that she traveled. I'm going to say she didn't. What I say isn't what goes. Alma with it now. Skip pass across to number 10, Poole. Grimlick now. She drives the paint. They're going to say it was last touch by a Lady Bulldog. Alma's going to keep possession. Yeah. Armstrong. And Woolsey knocks it out of bounds. Grimlick into Armstrong, now Poole. There's McCart. Skip pass. And an ill-advised shot taken. Woolsey goes up for two. She's fouled all the way down from half court. Finally gets a whistle. And she'll go to the line to shoot two more. They're going to charge number 10. That's Kylie Poole with the foul. First one won't go for Woolsey. Second one finds its way home. 16-6 now. Lady Bulldogs with a 10-point lead. Brooklyn Woolsey almost hauled that one in, and that was Poole. They're going to say backcourt. She was not established yet. She jumped over the timeline and got the ball before her feet hit the deck. So that's a turnover going in Greenwood's favor. Thomas now in the paint. Kicks it out to Jones. Now over to Sexton. Smith. Bounce pass to McKenzie. She just wasn't ready for it. Hit her feet. And goes out of bounds. Alma. Somebody. McCart triggers now into Grimlick. Back to McCart. In the backcourt. Now Grimlick. She's across the timeline. McCart for three. Won't go. Armstrong gets the board. Tries to put it back up. Won't go. Gets her own rebound. Harassed by Sexton and Woolsey. Woolsey gets a hand on it and strips it away. Now Carly Sexton over to Izzy Smith. Smith to Woolsey. Sets it up over to Sexton. She drives into the paint, kicks it back out to Smith for three. Splash! Izzy Smith with the three-point bucket. Jones flashes for the steal, gets away with a foul. Smith from this side, won't go, too much mustard on it. Jones kicks it over to Woolsey. She gets the bucket, 3 points. And Alma wants a timeout. 22-6 now with your freshman Lady Bulldogs on top. We're going to take one with them. 3:15 left here in the first half for your freshman Lady Bulldogs. 22-6. Alma with possession. Woolsey picks her pocket, tries to go up for it. Won't go. Jones gets the board, kicks it out to Smith. Top of the key, back down to Jones. Now Smith sets it up. Over to Woolsey. Now Honkala, she's checked into the game. Woolsey drives, makes Grimlick fall, 2-point basket. Nice little layup. Full court pressure. Woolsey almost had the inbound. Grimlick over to McCart. Now Poole. Or excuse me, Armstrong. Now McCart. Jones. Lady Bulldogs get a hand on it. Jones gets it clear. She's fouled right there by number 3. That's McKinley McCart. And the Airedales and Lady Bulldogs both now with 5 fouls apiece. Izzy Smith coming across the timeline. Over to Woolsey. Skip pass over here to Jones. Now Smith. Woolsey into the corner to Jones. Inside the 3. In and out won't go. Honkala had the board, almost had a handle on it, get it knocked away. Here's Owens now for Alma. Jones got a hand on it. And they're going to say that she picked up her feet. And Keely Dolan checks in now for the Lady Bulldogs. Here comes Smith. Over to Jones. Back to Smith. Woolsey now. Skip pass to Jones. Thinks about driving. Back over to Smith. Back to Jones. Lets her rip. Bangs off the iron. Won't go. That's going to be off of an Alma player. Jenna Honkala to trigger for the Lady Dogs. Here's Smith. Thought about a 3. Bounces it out to Pate Jones. She comes up with it. 2 more points for the Lady Bulldogs. A 20-point lead now going into 1 minute left in this half. Grimlick, baseball pass ahead to number 10, Kylie Poole. You going to say a hip check or hand check? That's going to be charged to number 3. That's Jenna Honkala. Grimlick thought about a 3-pointer. She drives the lane, goes up, won't go. Over the back of Keely Dolan, and that's going to be a foul on Grimlick. Dolan now to inbound to Izzy Smith. Woolsey with it. Back out to Smith. Knocked out of bounds by Owens for Alma. And now Jones brings it in to Smith. Smith drives. Tries to kick it around out to Pate Jones. Just outside of her reach, and that's going to be a turnover. Poole with it for Alma. She gets around traffic, goes up for 2. Nice little left-handed layup. And Alma puts a rag on the wound that Greenwood has caused right here in the first half. Here comes Honkala out to Jones for 2. Nice little jumper, and that'll go. And that brings us to the end of the first half of action here for the freshman Lady Bulldogs from Alma, Arkansas. We'll step away and get you ready for second half action of freshman Lady Bulldog basketball, where the score is 28-8. Greenwood with a commanding lead. we're getting ready to come back here for second half action of freshman Lady Bulldog basketball. Alma, Arkansas. Dyer Arena. Alma with possession for the second half. My clock man's running back up. He's been visiting. That's okay. Grimlick wants to try for three. Won't go. Shook gets the board, goes up for two, and she is fouled. Carly Sexton sends her to the line to shoot two. First one's good for Zoe Shook of Alma. Second one no good. Grimlick comes away with the board, and she clears it out. Over to Owens. Won't go. Woolsey with the board. She clears it out to Smith. That is an old-time phone ring. Woolsey with it. Into the corner to Sexton. Back out to Woolsey. Now Sexton for three. Won't go. Hit the iron. Cleared out by Poole. Owens with it in the half court. She drives. Puts it up. Won't go. Smith with the rebound. Now Woolsey with it. Skip pass inside to Sexton. Nice little jumper for two. Grimlick goes up for two, and she is fouled by Keely Dolan. And Jordan Gramlich. I've been saying Grimlick. Gramlich. Well, where were you for the first half? Gramlich at the free throw line. First one drops good. I did. I got it over here now. I'm in good shape for the shape I'm in. Jordan with the back end of her free throws. Won't go. Smith clears it out. Ahead to Dolan. She goes in, goes up. She's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two, courtesy of Jordan Gramlich. First one hits pay dirt. And the second one's good also. Here comes Kira Owens with the Airedales. To Gramlich. She fakes the handoff to Owens and goes up for two. Won't go. Gets her own board. Puts it back up. Won't happen. Shook with it. She can't make it happen. Owens just kind of throws the ball up, and she is fouled. I didn't see by who. Whole bunch of blue jerseys under there, so I'm not sure. I didn't see the call. She goes for one, won't happen. Kira Owens. The next Laffy Taffy you get better be coming my way. Second one goes, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. 32-11 now. And Izzy Smith to Sexton. Carly back over to Smith. 3-point. Won't go. Woolsey with the board. Kicks it back over to Sexton. Now Woolsey wants to try for three. Splash! 3-point bucket. Brooklyn Woolsey. Here comes Kira Owens now for the Lady Airedales. Gramlich in the corner. She drives in. Ill-advised bounce pass or gets it stripped one. Here comes Smith. Pauses. She tries to get it over to Woolsey, who was not ready for it. And it goes out of bounds. And a turnover for the Lady Bulldogs. 35-11. Number 1, Owens, is across the timeline now for the Lady Airedales. Lady Bulldogs have kind of backed off. Thomas blocks it out. It goes out of bounds. That's going to be a Greenwood ball. Sexton with it. Skip pass to Woolsey. Thought about a three. Skip pass back over to Smith. Now back to Woolsey. She hauls it in, directs traffic. Picks up her dribble, back out to Smith. Top of the key. Here's Carly Sexton. Over to Woolsey. Thought about it twice. Gets it to Dolan. Dolan wants to pump inside to Sexton. She can't make it fall. Thomas with the board. She's knocked down. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. She's going to come in, have a seat, and Pate Jones checks in. Owens drives all the way up, puts it in for two. 35-13 now, 2:11 left in the third. Smith in the corner to Sexton. She drives towards the middle, kicks it back out to Smith for three. Splash! Izzy Smith with the three-point bucket. 38-13 now. Owens picks up her dribble, almost throws it away to Destiny Bodorf. Gets it stripped. Here's Woolsey. Makes one miss. Nice little layup. It goes for two. 40-13, and Alma wants a timeout. Timeout sponsored by Phil Hicks and Shelter Insurance. Auto, Home, and Life in Greenwood. For Shelter Insurance, see Phil Hicks. Coming out of the timeout, possession is Alma's ball. We got 3 or 4 Lady Bulldogs now with three-pointers. They're starting to look more and more like the varsity squad every day. Blocked out by Sexton. She almost trips, gets it ahead to Woolsey, who passes it ahead to Pate Jones, and she puts up 2. Owens drives the lane, goes up for 2. She's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul is going to be charged to Izzy Smith. First one bangs off the front of the iron. No good. Second one swirls around, won't go. And Jordan Gramlich charged with a foul on the rebound. Here come the Lady Dogs. Keely Dolan. Yeah, she did. Picked up her foot before she started to dribble. Kind of a stutter step, really. Behind the back, Owens bounce pass over to Gramlich. She puts it up. Nice little jumper for two. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Jones out to Smith, over to Woolsey. Deep three. Splash! Brooklyn Woolsey with another three-point bucket. L.J. Robbins up here causing trouble. Peyton Presson over there with the assist. Owens from beyond the three-point line bangs off the back of the rim, won't go. Gramlich gets the board, and she puts up a last-minute two-point bucket. And that's going to bring your final score. No, we're still in the third? I thought that was the last of it. So a little buzzer beater there in the three-point. Man, somebody get me speech lessons. In the third period, 45-17 now. Good grief. Was that a selfie? Huh? What's that? You can do the what? You can lift yourself up? Well, you know when they go bouncing down the court like that and they jump and turn and tumble? I can do that too. The trick is to go fast and not land on your head. So 6 more minutes of basketball for the Lady Bulldogs. I thought that was it. I wasn't paying attention to where we were. So the if I had a pencil, I'd be dangerous. I could write stuff down and everything. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Checked in now. Abby Eford, Jenna Honkala, Casey Dedman, Pate Jones, Keely Dolan for the Lady Bulldogs. Dolan, jump shot. 2 points, you bet. A 30-point lead. Starters still out there for the Lady Airedales. That's Owens now. She goes inside to Armstrong. 2-point, won't go. Gramlich was over the back. No call. Here comes Eford. Ahead to Honkala. Honkala in the corner. Picks up her dribble, bounce pass back out to Eford. Finds Pate Jones. She'll drive the paint. Little jumper, too short, won't go. Gramlich for the Airedales with the rebound. Here comes Owens now. Armstrong over to Poole. Now McCart. Skip pass over to Owens. Pump fake three. Tries to go inside to Gramlich. Gets it swatted away. And Pate Jones is fouled by Kylie Poole. And that brings the foul total to 3 for Alma. We are in the Mercy. The clock will run. Jones to Dolan to Honkala. Now Jones. Won't go. Rebound. Gramlich for Alma. Owens up ahead to McCart. Now back to Owens. Now McCart. Deep three. Won't go. Poole gets the rebound and is fouled on her way up. First one, did it go? The basket was good? I missed that. It didn't look like it went, but apparently it did. Here's Dolan in the corner to Eford. Back out to Jones. In the corner, now Jones down inside. Little jumper won't go. Last touch by McCart. That's going to be Greenwood's ball. Jenna Honkala to trigger for the Lady Bulldogs. She finds Pate Jones at the free throw line. In and out won't go. Honkala with the board. She's harassed, gets her pocket picked by Owens. Here comes Poole now. Kylie Poole up ahead to number 3, McCart. Now Poole for 3. Won't go. Dolan runs it down and gets it over to Eford. She'll clear it out for the Lady Bulldogs. 47-20, clock rolling. Mercy rule here in the fourth. Jones kicks it out to Dolan. She drives in, puts it up for 2, won't go. Struggle for it, and Armstrong comes away with it. She'll wait for the rest of the Lady Airedales. There's Owens now. Back into Armstrong for 3. Won't go. Tried to run down by McCart to no avail. Our clock's just about 5 seconds slow. Eford. Gets her pocket picked. A Kylie Poole. And Poole is fouled by Eford. And a host of replacements for the Lady Airedales. Number 23 is Kennedy Myers. Number 14 is Rachel Callahan. And number 30, Kelsey Smith. Deep 3. Too short, won't go, out of bounds. Less than a minute here in Alma for the Lady Bulldogs with a commanding lead. Here comes Eford across the timeline. Rolling clock substitution, number 24 for Alma, Destiny Botteroff. Botteroff? Or Botteroff? I'll try. Pate Jones tries to go in underneath, gets it stripped away. Here's McCart. Deep 3. Won't go. Jones tries for it. Dolan picks it up. We've just stopped our clock. It's 10 seconds left. Eford with it now. Back to Dolan. And the Lady Bulldogs are going to let time expire here in Crawford County as they are victorious against the Lady Airedales, 47-20. Your final here for the freshman Lady Bulldogs, 47-20. What a win. We're going to step away here from audio for a few minutes and get you ready for freshman Bulldog action as the young men have come onto the court to start their warm-up drills. 47-20, freshman Lady Dogs victorious. Hey, if you're in the kitchen popping your popcorn, you might want to pay attention. We're getting ready to get the starting lineup for both of these teams here in Alma, Arkansas. Coach Jake Heinman and Coach Mike Passage for the freshman Bulldogs.
First, the starting lineup for the visitors from Greenwood. Number 1, L.J. Robbins.
L.J. Robbins.
Number 2, Braden Skaggs.
Braden Skaggs.
Number 4, Brady Mackey.
Brady Mackey.
Number 11, Peyton Presson.
Peyton Presson. And that's Ben's boy.
Josh Ligon.
And Josh Ligon.
Bulldogs are coached by head coach Jake Heinman and assistant coach Mike Bossage. And now the starting lineup for your Airedales. Number 2, Carmani Smith.
Carmani Smith going to be starting off for the Airedales.
Number 3,
Jackson Moore. Braxton Brogan.
Number 4,
Branson Brogan. Number 20, Ian Rhodes. And number 22, Jackson Daly for the Airedales.
The Airedales are coached by head coach Eddie Porter and assistant coach Patrick Trusty.
And we're about to get things underway here in Alma for the freshman contest between the Bulldogs and the Airedales. Good night of basketball so far. The 8th grade boys and girls victorious, and the freshman Lady Bulldogs with a huge win a minute ago. Special thanks to Gino's Pizza in Greenwood, sponsor for this portion of Greenwood Sports Center. Josh Ligon and number 22, Jackson Daly for the tip-off. Greenwood controls the ball. Mackey over to Robbins. Now Skaggs finds Ligon, drives in, puts it up for 2, and it's good. Carmani Smith, number 2. Now he has it again. I'll get their names put with their numbers here in a minute. Thrown away. L.J. Robbins comes up with it. He wants to dump it off to Skaggs, and it's good. Skaggs with the bucket, Robbins with the assist. Smith over to Brogan. To Moore. To Brogan. Thrown away. Presson comes up with it. Up ahead to Robbins, and it's good. And a timeout is called, Alma. And in the first 50 seconds of this contest, Greenwood has pulled ahead 6-0. Several of the Greenwood faithful have made their way over here. Some recognizable eyeballs underneath those masks. Going to be Alma's ball coming out of the timeout. Smith, Moore, Brogan, Rhodes, and Daly out for the Airedales. That's Daly over to Moore. Now Brogan. He's across the timeline, harassed. To Daly. Oh, excuse me. Rhodes. Now Daly. He tries to go back up with it, won't go. Presson with the board. He kicks it ahead to Robbins. Tiptoeing on the line. Calms it back down, brings it back out, sets it up in the half court. Ahead now to Mackey. Finds Skaggs. He wants to drive. He's fouled as he tries to make his way through traffic. That's going to be against Branson Brogan. That was on the floor, or they say who's shooting? Skaggs will go to the line. First one's good. Second one on its way, hits the front of the iron, crawls over, and falls good. Smith with it. He kicks it back over to Brogan. Now Daly. Now Smith. Smith sets it up in the half court. Goes over to Moore, back to Smith. Now Rhodes. In the corner to Moore. And Daly gets it took away from him by Peyton Presson. He wants to drive coast to coast. Up won't go. Skaggs with the board, kicks it out to L.J. Robbins, who subsequently gets called for walking. I don't know about all that. He may have took an extra step. The official on the far side over there is the one that blew the whistle first. Now, three-point basket by Brogan won't go. Rebound put up and good. Here comes Robbins down the far side of the court. He kicks it over to Skaggs. Skaggs with heavy pressure, kicks it back over to Robbins. He drives in, he's tripped by Brogan. No, Moore. And Carson Trusty checks in for Jackson Moore. Presson gets it to Robbins. Now Ligon. Inside to Presson. He goes up. He's fouled by Trusty. And Presson will go to the line to shoot two. 8-2 here in the first. Presson lets the first one go. Crawls up and over and is good. Second one won't be as lucky. Rebound by Trusty. He kicks it out to Brogan. Now Trusty. Bounce pass over to Daly. He goes up. It's good. 2 points for Alma. 9-4 Greenwood. Robbins ahead to Skaggs. He wanted the three, won't go. Presson gets the board, puts it back up. It's no good. Ligon tries to struggle for it. It's cleared out of there by Ian Rhodes, and here comes Carmani Smith. And here's Daly with it. He's harassed by Mackey. Three-pointer on the way by Brogan, won't go. Daly with the last hand on it. That's going to be Greenwood ball. Ligon to bring it in for the Bulldogs. Robbins to Skaggs to Mackey for three. Won't go. Too much. Stripped away. Skaggs with it now. He drives through heavy traffic, and he's going to go shoot some free throws. Number 33, that is Carson Trusty, charged with his second, I believe, since he's been in the game. First one good for Skaggs. And here comes Chris Salazar to get Branson Brogan. Number 11 for Alma, Chris Salazar. Second one finds its way home as well for Skaggs and brings the score 11-4. Here's Salazar. Kicks it back to Rhodes. Rhodes picks up his dribble at half court. He's in trouble. Timeout called by Alma. A harassing defense by the Bulldogs so far in this. Oh, look at that. We're having too much fun up here with this. We couldn't do it without the help of all of our sponsors and the folks that are helping us out, though. Chino's Pizza, Shelter Insurance, Ronald Reagan Realty, West Stark Barber College on board now as well, and the Speedy Mart in Greenwood, Sunoco. And just like that, sound guy for Alma has potentially put into jeopardy the broadcast here with a little bit of journey. Chris Salazar to trigger for Alma. He kicks it in to Carmani Smith. Smith with his dribble passes it down inside to Daly. Daly skip pass over to Moore, who's checked back in. Now over to Trusty, now to Daly. He's up underneath. He goes up for two, and he's fouled probably by Skaggs. That's right. So Jackson Daly will go to the line for the Airedales. Bangs off the back of the rim, and Luke Robbins with the announcer's booth chinks. Chris Salazar comes and has the seat, and Branson Brogan checks back in for the Airedales. Second one finds its way home, and Ligon gets it in to Robbins, to Skaggs, to Ligon, now to Mackey. In the corner to Robbins. He drives, skip pass to Skaggs. Underneath, knocked away by Daly. That one's up and good for Carmani Smith, who might have took an extra step, but we're not going to say anything about it. Here comes Robbins now. 11-5, Greenwood. Mackey, skip pass to Robbins for three. Splash! L.J. Robbins with a three-point bucket. Smith barks out some signals, and here comes Brogan with it. Brogan across the timeline, bounce pass to Moore. Down underneath to Daly. Goes up for two, it's good. And here comes Robbins. 14-7. Skaggs over to Mackey. Back to Skaggs, inside to Presson. Over to Mackey for three. Splash! Mackey with a three-point bucket. 10-point lead now for the Bulldogs. Excuse me. No bucket, and that's a charge. I don't know where those extra 2 points came from on the scoreboard, unless we just missed them. We'll leave them up there for now, just in case. I didn't see who the charge was against. I think Smith was driving. Landon Nelms has checked into the game now for the Bulldogs. Here's Ligon to dump for Nelms, gets it swatted away by Daly. Daly with a little bit of a height advantage, and that bucket's going to be counted. And Nelms is going to get charged with the foul and send Branson Brogan to the line to shoot the and one. Won't go. Robbins, the benefactor of the tip out. Here comes Nelms and Presson, both after it. Presson saves it into Nelms. He gets it over to Ligon, back to Nelms, and now Robbins, deep three. Won't go. Tipped out by Alma. Presson puts it back for two. Won't go. Ligon is mauled underneath, and that's going to be the end of the first. 17-11. And we've got a shootout going on here at Dyer Stadium, or Dyer Arena. Right down here just in the bottoms. The officiating seems to be leveling out. Different crew, of course, from the 8th grade games. Had a little bit of home cooking over here with one of the officials, but that's okay. We expect that. You're never going to get a good call from an Alma official in Alma. True story. And there's that dang journey again. We'll try to turn that down and talk over it. Unbelievable. We've got just a few more seconds left here before the second starts, so maybe they'll shut that off and we'll get back to it. Alma is going to have possession starting here in the second. Greenwood in their road navies with white numerals. Dr. Dustin Smith checking in. Tuned in from the wood. Good to have you on board, Doc. Carmani Smith for Alma. He dumps it off to Brogan. Back to Smith. Thought about a three. In trouble now. Here comes Moore. Skip pass to Brogan. He hauls it in. He's harassed by Nelms. Now Preston joins the fight. Here comes Moore. Bounce pass inside. Gets it stripped away. Trusty. And here is Skaggs. Skip pass to Robbins. He drives in. Little jumper won't go. And that is going to be knocked out of bounds by Alma. No?
They say it went on.
Really? Okay. Well, that one blue jersey that was getting fouled and over the back, that's going to be who they called that one off of. Obviously. There it is. Preston gets it back for us. He's going to drive. Up, two, and it's good. 19-11 now. Smith for Alma. He's up for two, won't go. And that is number 24. That's going to be Israel Town Robinson. Israel, I believe, an 8th grader. Yeah. Yeah, that's we saw Israel earlier. He was 00 in the 8th grade game. Doing a little playing up. Ligon from beyond the arc. 3-point basket. Splash. With my best Tim Terry. Townsend Robbins goes up with it, and it's good. That kid's a ball player, no kidding. And he'll cause problems. Here comes Nelms now. Underneath to Ligon, who tries to save it into the welcome arms of Israel Robinson. Towns Robinson. Oh, and we've got a collision here going for the ball, and that's going to be against Skaggs. And in comes Mackey and Whitaker to get Nelms and Skaggs. Here's Carmani Smith for the Airedales. Bounce pass into Towns Robinson. Back to Smith. Bounce pass into Israel. Now back out to Carmani. There's Moore. He tries to drive in. Gets it stripped by Mackey. Still struggling for it with Israel. Towns Robinson gets it under to Daly. He gets that shot blocked. Towns Robinson with the rebound. He kicks it out clear to Moore. Now Moore, and the whistle blows. Mackey's going to get a little hip check action going on there. And Carson Trusty checks back in for the Airedales. He'll give Jackson Daly a break. Brogan now for Alma to trigger. Looking for a man, and that's going to be 5-second violation, Alma, and a turnover. Relentless pays off. Robbins now passes the timeline, gets it over to Whitaker. Now to Ligon. Back to Whitaker. Underneath in the soft corner to Presson. Skip pass to Ligon. Pump fake gets it out to Robbins. Whitaker. Mackey. Robbins. Underneath to Presson. Back out to Ligon. Robbins lets one rip. Won't go. Presson with the board. He drives in. Fouled. And Towns Robinson does not agree with the call. But he's going to get charged with the foul and send Peyton Presson to the line to shoot two. Well, in this case, neither does mine. First one, no good, hits the front of the rim. And in checks Ian Rhodes for Jackson Moore for Alma. Second one on its way, it finds pay dirt. 23-15, Greenwood on top. Smith now for the Airedales. Towns Robinson camped out underneath, makes his way across to the other side. No good for Trusty. Pressing over to Robbins. He's fouled on the way up. Wanted the and one, but it just wouldn't go. LJ goes to the line to shoot two. First one bangs off the front of the rim. No good. A little under the breath coaching from Dad up here in the booth. Second one bounces around and hits pay dirt. Here comes Smith across the timeline for the Airedales. With his dribble. Guarded by Robbins. Robbins, a little checking inside, trying to go for it. Won't happen. Townsend goes up. He's blocked out by Ligon and Presson. And Mackey comes up with it. Across the timeline. Mackey between the legs, back over to Ligon. No, excuse me. Whitaker, now Ligon. Robbins underneath the Presson. Out to Whitaker. Over to Mackey. Now Whitaker. Robbins. Ligon. Back to Robbins. Pulls the trigger on three. Won't go. Bounces out. And Alma comes up with it. Three-pointer on its way. And it's good for number 20, Ian Rhodes for Alma. (24-18) now. Minute, 5 seconds left here in the half. Did he call double dribble?
He called travel.
Oh, travel? Yeah. My goodness. Well, Israel Towns Robinson comes out. And Jackson Daly checks back in. Here comes Carmani Smith across the timeline for Alma in their white jerseys with green letters and numbers trimmed in yellow. Ligon, heavy pressure. He somehow gets away around him. Chick is checked into the ball game. He blocked that one out, and now here's Robbins going up for two. Can't make it fall. And Chick's going to get a whistle blown on him. Reaching around to try to get the ball. And now, I don't know how accurate this is up here on the scoreboard, but it says Alma has 7 fouls. That can't be.
It's unusual.
So right now they win the foul contest by 2, by 1. Check that as Robbins reaches in. So next foul will be 1-1 for both sides. Here's Carmani Smith. 15 seconds or so here in the half. Left. Almost thrown away. Daly, now Smith, he traveled, sure did. 6 seconds left here in the first half. Here comes Presson and Skaggs back in for Whitaker and Brendan Chick. Ligon into Robbins. He'll let it bounce, picks it up. 5 seconds. In the corner to Skaggs. Deep three. Won't go. And too late for Presson to put up the 2 points. So we go into the half. 24-18. A slim margin for the Bulldogs. We're going to step away, take a break. We'll have to kill the audio to keep Alma from messing up our copyright infringements. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes. We'll leave you with video from Alma, Arkansas, and Dyer Arena at Alma High School. And the Greenwood Bulldogs and the freshmen take on the Alma Airedales. Thanks for watching Greenwood Sports Center. Give us a subscription on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Give us a like and a follow on Facebook. And hit the notify every time we go online. You'll know about it. Right here, Greenwood Sports Center, online, Facebook and YouTube. Hey, we're back. 6 minutes here in the third. Starters back out for Greenwood. I would assume the same for the Airedales. Jackson Daly charged with the foul. Mackey to Skaggs. Into Ligon. Dumps it out to Presson. He puts it up for two. Soft hands. It goes right in. Smith now with it for the Airedales. Bounce pass to Towns Robinson. And Presson charged with the foul. Inbound pass stripped away by Skaggs. He drives, kicks it out to Presson. He puts up another two. Here come the Airedales. Smith in charge. Almost stripped away by Robbins. It was stripped away by Skaggs. And that foul was going to be, who was that? Was that Smith? That was charged to Carmani Smith as he shoved Skaggs into the front row of the bleachers here at Dyer Arena. Around the horn and down inside, bounce pass to Robbins. It's up and good. An ill-advised pretzel right before the end of the half. And Alma wants a timeout. Special thanks to the dairy, which is what I should have probably waited on instead of eating that pretzel. She said it was the last one, and I jumped at it. Oh, my goodness. 30-18 for the Bulldogs. In charge right now. 12-point lead. I'm guessing this was a full timeout. Okay. Well, I didn't see it. I was just, yeah. Based on the amount of time that has lapsed since the whistle blew for the timeout, I'm guessing that this is a timeout that would be of the 1 minute variety. Bold strategy for them. Let's see if it works out. Little dodgeball. Patches O'Houlihan. Daly with the inbound pass. Gets it stripped by Skaggs. Oh, almost thrown away, but it was a good idea, and it does get thrown away that time as Moore comes up with it for Alma. Now here comes, there's Daly. He's got it now. That was Rhodes, number 20. 2 points up for Alma now, 30-20. Here's Robbins, dumps it off to Skaggs. Skaggs drives around the top of the horn. He kicks it over to Ligon for three. Won't go. Towns Robinson. Imagine that. That kid's got like a 6.5-foot wingspan, at least, maybe 7 foot. Rhodes in trouble, throws it out. Towns Robinson runs it down. Now Moore drives in. Bounce pass into Daly. He puts it up. It's good. And Alma cuts the lead down to 8. Ligon to Skaggs for three. In and out, won't go. Brogan runs it down. Robbins flash for the steal. Moore, bounce pass, throws it away. He wanted Daly underneath, but it was just too much on it. And Carson Trusty comes in for Alma to give Towns Robinson a breather. Here's L.J. Robbins across the timeline for the freshman Bulldogs. That's Nelms. Landon checked in now to Presson. Underneath. Goes up for two under heavy pressure. No foul, and it won't go. Here's Carmani Smith for Alma. Up ahead to Daly, who almost lost a handle on it and kicked it back to Trusty. And that's going to be a foul against Peyton Presson, number 11. Sends Trusty to the line to shoot two. Bounces off the front of the rim, the back of the glass, and just tiptoes off the side. Doesn't go. I guess I could give us a little ambience here. There we go. Second one's away. It finds its way. Here comes Robbins. Over to Nelms. Nelms looking for a man. Skip pass over to Robbins. Now into the corner to Ligon. Underneath to Presson. He goes up for two, and he's fouled by number 33. That's Carson Trusty. Presson goes to the line to shoot two. First one's up and good. Both of them find their mark for Presson. And 32-23 now. 2:44 left here in the third. Bounce pass, still advised. That's going to be off of an Alma player. Greenwood possession now. Robbins sets it up, kicks it over to Mackey. Mackey over to Nelms. Nelms drives in, kicks it back out to Ligon, over into the corner to Robbins. Back out to Ligon for three. In and out won't go. Ran down by Jackson Daly. Stolen away. Mackey kicks it ahead to Ligon. Ligon wants to drive, spins around, up for two, and it's good. 34-23 now. 2 minutes and 5 seconds or so left here in the third. Carmani Smith for the Airedales tries to make Robbins miss. Almost got around him, kicks it back out to Daly. Now Smith with it from three. Won't go, too much. Mackey hauls it in, and he gets another rebound. Over to Robbins. Back outside to the top of the key. Gets a pick from Nelms and kicks it over to Ligon. Now Nelms with it. Drives underneath. Up for two. Won't go. No whistle. Here comes Moore. He wants to drive. Throws it away. Right into the waiting hands of Landon Nelms. So here's L.J. Robbins. Little layup. 2 points. Coach Heinman barking some orders at his Bulldogs. Way ahead to Daly. Kicks it over to Brogan. Little jumper. It's good. Here's Robbins now. Up ahead in the corner to Nelms. Skip pass over to Mackey. He gets the dribble. Gets it under control. Back up to the top of the key to Landon Nelms. Back over into the corner to Robbins. Winds one up. Lets it rip. Won't go. And that's going to be Trusty, charged with another foul. He's going to come in and take a seat. And Nelms is going to come out, and Skaggs is going to come back in. Towns Robinson now in for the Airedales. Ligon underneath, dumps it off to Skaggs. Cold hands, almost loses the handle. Kicks it into Robbins, and one on its way. Going to be Carmani Smith charged with the foul. Brennan Chick and Eli Whitaker up off the bench to come get Ligon and Presson. Off the front of the iron won't go. Towns Robinson with the board. Kicks it over to Moore. He wants to drive. Dumps it ahead to Rhodes, and he is fouled by Mackey. Little hip check action. And Alma is winning the foul contest, 5-3. Into Daly. He kicks it out to Rhodes. Rhodes wants to drive and loses a handle on it. Skaggs, coast to coast, up and in. 2 points. Moore with it for the Airedales. 40-25. He runs into a brick wall, but I don't think that Chick was set up, and they're going to call him with the block. No good. That's Jackson Moore at the line, and checking in now is Braden Welch for Ian Rhodes for the Airedales. Skaggs back deep to receive for Greenwood. Second one no good. Mackey comes up with it, and he's going to let time expire. 40-25 here with one more period to play in this ball game. Next sponsor, Ronald Reagan Realty. I'd like to thank Ronnie and Reagan Clements for everything they've done to help get this on the air with the radio side of it for varsity and as all the things they do with the program and the school all together, and especially here for the live stream. Very generous of them, and we sure do appreciate it. So you're looking at a 15-point lead going into the last period of this ball game. Hindman and Passage down there coaching up the troops. You've got a lead that you can hold on to. These boys have played their hearts out every game I've watched them so far. They don't ever let up, and that's really good. The Greenwood Bulldogs, the freshmen, will have the ball to start the fourth, I believe. No, Alma. Alma possession. So, Chick, Whitaker, Robbins, Mackey, and Skaggs on the floor for the Bulldogs. And here comes Carmani Smith for Alma. Smith with his dribble. Robbins harasses. Kicks it out to number 23. That is Braden Welch. Hits the front of the iron. Won't go. Robbins tries to make it go. Too much on it, and it'll go out of bounds. They're going to say that that was off of a Greenwood player, and it very well could have been. A lot of different hands down there to touch it as it made its way to the out of bounds. Here's Smith for Alma across the line. Smith, little jumper, won't go. Chick pulls it down and kicks it ahead to Robbins. Loses a handle on it, and Smith picks it up. Now over to Moore. Picks up his dribble and runs into Whitaker. Now Daly. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line. Whitaker charged with that one. Bounces off the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and trickles off the side. Robbins and Whitaker come out, and Presson and Ligon come back in. Towns Robinson in for the Airedales, And the second one falls good for Daly. Here's Ligon now to Skaggs. Across the timeline, here we go Bulldogs. 40-26. Ligon harassed by Smith. Almost lost a handle on it. Got it over to Skaggs. 3. Just a little too much on it. Won't go. Preston tries to go up for it. I believe he was fouled, but it's blocked out by Towns Robinson. Here's Rhodes. He tries to dump it off to... Now I'm just watching the action. That was Daly with it. Skaggs harassed on the way in. And they'll call number 2, Smith, with the foul. Say he was on the floor. That's the 6th team foul for Alma. Out to Chick. Now Mackey. Mackey harassed by Brogan. Here comes Presson. He runs into Brogan. They're going to call it a travel. Not sure how, but some Greenwood faithful disagreeing with the call. I disagree also. Brogan harassed by Mackey. Gets it into Towns Robinson. He drives, runs into Presson. Back out to Brogan. He puts one up, won't go. Daly gets the board and puts it up and makes it happen. 10 points make up the difference now between Greenwood and Alma. Here's Skaggs. He goes up. He's fouled, and they count the bucket. And that's going to be against Carmani Smith. And in comes L.J. Robbins to get Brennan Chick. Carmani may be getting in foul trouble. Here comes the and one for Skaggs. Won't go. Presson with the board. No shot. He's fouled. By Daly. And we're shooting 1-1. Won't go. Davis tries to run it down, knocks it off of Ligon's shins as he gives chase. Here comes number 23 for Alma. That's Braden Welch. He's going to get Ian Rhodes. Here's Moore with his dribble for Alma. That's number 23. That's right. Braden Welch. Out of bounds. Greenwood possession now. Here comes Robbins across the timeline. He kicks it over to Skaggs. Now Ligon underneath drives. He's fouled by Towns Robinson. And Israel thinks it was a block. I think it was a clean block. But the man with the whistle says no. And I've been told to stop arguing with the officials. First one, multiple people, but yes. First one falls good for Ligon. Then comes a couple of replacements for Alma. That's Carmani Smith and Ian Rhodes back in. So a couple of starters to sub in. Ligon's and 1-1 on its way, and it's good. The backside finds its way home. Carmani Smith, 44-30, Greenwood. Just over 3 minutes left here in the ball game. Daly hauls it in, kicks it over to Moore. Into Towns Robinson. He dribbles, turns around, shoots, puts it up. It's good. Here comes Robbins. And they're going to say he over the hand and under the bush. I mean, if you're going to call that, you better call everything else out there that happens. That's if you're going to open that can of worms. There's a fine line in calling it tight and calling it because you want to. And Preston gets charged with a foul. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. First one, no good. Hits the front of the rim, bounces out. That's Ian Rhodes at the line. Eric Goodwin checking in. Back half finds its way home. Here comes Robbins. Into the corner to Skaggs. Quickly now. Looking for a path. There's Ligon. Out, drives up. He's fouled. He'll shoot two. That one is going to be against Rhodes, number 20. We're in the double bonus now. Beautiful. Second one won't go. Towns Robinson with the board. He's harassed by Preston and Ligon. Now Carmani Smith with it. Clears it out and gets it across the timeline. Robbins, heavy pressure. Now Preston tries to block. He does. Ligon tries to clear it out and whistle blows. And they're going to charge Israel Towns Robinson with the foul. I think he's about to run out of them and send Ligon to the line to shoot two. Won't go for the first one. If I had a stat sheet here, would be coming in handy. But I can only do so much. Second one finds its way home. And that's Ian Rhodes with the inbound pass to Carmani Smith. Smith with his dribble head-to-head against Robbins, who runs into Towns Robinson. That's got to be 5 on Towns Robinson. But they're not going to say anything about it. So, illegal screen, by the way, right? Mackey to Robbins to Skaggs. 2-minute mark here in Alma. Robbins almost had it swatted away by Rhodes. Did get it swatted away that time. They're going to blow the whistle on Rhodes and send Robbins to the line to shoot two. 46-33, Greenwood with the lead. So, first one no good. Hits the front of the iron. He's upset about that one. So, bend your at the knees, use your legs, follow through. The second one's good. Multiple players for Alma out there right now getting dangerously close to foul trouble. Here's Smith with it. 3-point basket, hits the front of the rim, won't go. Rhodes runs into Preston, has to back out. Smith now tries to drive, goes up to the center of the lane, kicks it out to Daly. 3-point basket for Jackson Daly. Here's Robbins. Drives through traffic, kicks it over to Skaggs. He brings it back out to the top of the key. Looking for help, finds Mackey. Mackey runs into Rhodes and kicks it back out to Skaggs now. Little time control here, and now we're going to have a jump ball, and that's going to be with Greenwood. In comes a herd of Airedales, 23, 32, and 11. 11 we've seen Chris Salazar. 23 we've seen, that's Braden Welch. And number 32, the first time we've seen Coda Winchester. Ligon drives, puts it up, won't go. Preston tries for it. Salazar comes up with it and kicks it over to Rhodes. He wants to drive for Alma. Whistle blows. That's, I bet, going to be on Presson. No. Mackey. And here comes two more Airedales. Number 5, that's Ethan Burris, and number 30, Caden Ferris. Shooting 1-1 is Braden Welch. First one's good. What's that? Oh, I missed those. Second one's good, too. Cole Kendall in now, and Braden Bowman come in for the Bulldogs. Number 35 and number 15, respectively. Bowman kicks it out to Kendall. Now around to Ligon. He finds Robbins. Robbins drives and kicks it into Ligon on a cut. Back out to Bowman. Now Ligon. Now Robbins. And they're going to say he walked. I'm not sure how. And Robbins is going to come take a seat under protest. Braxton Davis, Noah Chase, and Elijah Caraway all in for the Bulldogs now with 13 seconds or so left. Bowman dumps it off. Can't see the number. Bowman now kicks it back out to Kendall. Kendall wants to drive. And that's going to do it for us here in Alma, Arkansas, as the Greenwood freshman Bulldogs take the win back home to Sebastian County with them, 47-38. Hey, thanks for watching here tonight on Greenwood Sports Center live on YouTube and Facebook Live. Give us a like, a share on Facebook, follow the page. Also, stick around for tomorrow night. Mountain Home Bombers come down to H.B. Stewart Arena as the varsity action kicks off. Tim Terry on the mic tomorrow. We'll see you at home tomorrow night. And right here on Facebook and YouTube, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Thanks to our sponsors, all of them. Ronald Reagan Realty, Phil Hicks Shelter Insurance, Geno's, the Speedy Mart, Sunoco, Lynn's Garden, West Ark Barber College, P&K, John Deere Equipment, and many, many more that having trouble with right now. Gasano's Pizza in Fort Smith. Stop by there on your way home tonight and grab a slice or a big pie, Chicago style. Thanks for watching Greenwood Sports Center. For Luke Robbins on the scoreboard, I'm Sean Holland. We'll see you tomorrow night with varsity action from H.B. Stewart Arena on Greenwood.